Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Strategic Feminine here on YouTube. And of course, we like to focus on all things feminine, all things girly, all things womanly in essence. So if you're interested, don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the video. She's not your fan, baby. She doesn't like you. She doesn't support you. She doesn't cheer you up. She only kicks you down. She's not your friend. And I wish that I would have knew what to look for when I was a lot younger of who's your friend and who's not your friend. So today I'm going to focus on that point of the video. So let's get into it. I am always weary of women that want to get close to me super quickly. Anyone who always wants to overshare, kind of trauma bond, I always want to take 2 steps back because I'm like, where's your motive? What's happening here? And in 2024, a lot of the girls are talking about how hard it is to maintain adult friendships. And I, for one, can agree. If I didn't grow up with you, it's kind of hard for us to maintain that friendship. And I see a lot of people talking about if you're always falling out with people, then it's you. And although that very much so can be true, I think that a lot of people think friendships are some of those purses you can just pick out, go out to eat, and put them back on the shelf. People need you to check in on them. People need you to call them and care about them when they're going through hard times and when they're going through happy times. So that is a little bit of why I am influenced to make this video today. And I'm going to get into the first point. Women that always want to talk about trauma, probably not your friend. If they don't ever want to talk about anything that's good going on in your life, anything good going on in their life, they're kind of super hesitant to share that, but they're always sharing the ghetto, the drama, the dysfunction. Oh yeah, that's not your friend. She wants to make you comfortable to talk about your problems so she can store that in the back of her memory and use them for when it's convenient. Women who are kind of hesitant to share anything positive about themselves, yeah, they're definitely not trying to have you use something against them. And anyone with that way of thinking is probably already trying to use something against you, and that's why they don't have trust for you. It's kind of like projection. Oh, well, I don't want her to use this against me, but I'm going to take some information with me because I'm going to use it against her. Another thing, women who are kind of like kiki with the friends or people that aren't cool with you and they never really address it head on. They kind of act like it's not their problem. That's not your friend. If someone does you dirty and that is your friend, I'm not saying you got to fall out with a person, but definitely a conversation where you are being defended, if that's truly within your best interest, would definitely happen. No friend of yours would even feel comfortable being in a space with somebody who is trying to do you dirty, who has done you dirty, or has any ill will towards you. People who are comfortable with being around people like that probably have ill will towards you as well, and they have more in common than you and the other person. So always be careful. I used to be one of, oh, well, we're grown, so you over there don't affect me. I mean, although, yes, you have to be super careful. If you are one of those people who like to share your life, you like to talk, and you kind of overshare sometimes, like I tend to, you can't have those type of people around. Now, if you're an ironclad, you can't get no information out of you, I still wouldn't play with people like that, but everyone is free to go ahead. But people who are super comfortable with your enemies are enemies as well. They just haven't shown themselves as of yet. Women that always have the microaggressions, okay? You know, that little tiny dig, nothing too serious, super easy to like roll off the back, but still kind of nagging. Anyone who consistently has those type of comments towards you, your work, your appearance, anything going on in your personal life or private life, they're not your friend. They're nitpicking at you and they're trying to see how far they're able to go in your presence. And that's a pretty good indicator of how far they're willing to go behind your back as well. So women who do that, they're not your friend. Keep it to yourself and kind of move on. They're never there for your accomplishments. It's time for you to graduate. It's time for you to purchase your home. It's time for you to get this new job. It's time for you to go on this vacation. They never have time for that. There's always a reason, even if it's completely valid, for them to never show up for your accomplishments. And some people, they are hyper-focused on themselves. And when they see you doing well, it kind of makes them revert back to, okay, I need to do better, right? But there's a difference in being like a me versus me mentality and then a me versus you, okay? So when they're like a me versus you and they never want to show up for your accomplishments, they never want to give you any props, they never have any energy to shout you out in person about your accomplishments, it's kind of like a congratulations side eye, they're not your friend. Another good indicator that they're not your friend is they're never there when you need them. You're in chaos. You need help. You need assistance. They don't have any energy for that. They don't have any assistance for that. There's no way that they're coming to your rescue. And of course, as grown people, we do kind of have to lean on ourselves a bit and our family. But if you call yourself a friend, then yes, I should definitely be able to call you and you be able to problem solve with me, help me, and get me to a space of where I'm comfortable. I'll tell this one story time, right? I was on my way to this orientation for a new job. Right as I'm driving towards there, my car tire pops in the middle of the highway. Thank God I was not hurt, but I had to get off the highway. I couldn't go to the orientation, which was fine. It wasn't required, so I didn't lose any credibility for not showing up. But I get off the highway and I call my friend. Well, first I call, of course, roadside assistance. But after I get off of roadside assistance, I call my friend. So she had been helping me get tires. And then I asked her, hey, I can pay you. I just need to show up to this new job. I'm trying to quit this one. And I want to be able to still make a good impression while my car is getting fixed. Of course, at the time I was broke. I didn't know what was wrong with the car. I continuously kept having tires pop on me. So I didn't know what to do. She said, yeah, that's fine. And I offered to pay her. Now, it was far, you guys. This was pretty far. But I asked her because she lived near the area. So she was driving me around. I was paying her. And it was all fun and dandy until about the third day. And then it was like she brought her friend around. And I always feel uncomfortable around people's boyfriends. I don't bring your boyfriend around me. You're talking to him, your friend. I'm sorry. I don't do well in those type of scenarios. I just feel like keep it separate so we can both still continue to like each other. And after that day, she never really answered the phone anymore. She didn't want to pick up. She didn't even want to tell me that, hey, I don't even feel comfortable picking you up or dropping you off from work. So that is what happened. And after that, we really didn't talk much. And it was what it was. I got my car back and I ended up not choosing that job anyway. So no hard, no foul. But if you consistently have situations like that where you need help, you need assistance, and then your friend is nowhere to be seen, your friend is nowhere to reach out to you. And even if they can't help you, they don't extend their condolences. And it's like, okay, well, I can't help you, but I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to listen. I'm just here to be a true ally to you, even though I can't show up for you in the way you would like me to. Communication is definitely important. Another indicator that they are not your friend. If they cannot communicate, like I said, that could have been an easy text, an easy phone call. Hey, this is running up my gas. This is running up my mileage, and I don't think I'm getting compensated enough for this. I really just don't want to do it anymore, but we're still cool, right? Would have been easy. But when people don't value the friendship or value the relationship as much, they don't feel any reason to communicate or be as careful or intentional with the communication that they do with you. It's okay to kind of drop you like a bad habit and move on to the next. So if someone thinks that it's a chore to communicate with you, they don't want to kind of reach an understanding with you, they're probably not your friend, and they're looking for reasons to cause conflict and confusion, so they have a way to exit the friendship. No foul. Another indicator that she is not your friend, if she encourages bad behavior. Of course, the Bible says bad communications corrupt good morals. So if she is like hyping you up to do something that's unbecoming, hyping you up to be kind of like her, she's not your friend. She doesn't want to see you do better. She only wants to see you stay at her kind of level. She's not your friend. She's only comfortable with you at a certain space, at a certain volume. She's not comfortable with you as an overall person, and she doesn't want to see you grow. She's not invested in seeing you become better or you guys becoming better together. She's not your friend. I've had a multitude of friends encourage a whole lot of F stuff around my life. Some of the stuff that I did, some of the stuff I didn't do. And then when I stopped doing it, it became a problem. It was an issue. You think you're better than me. Oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. And then they'll always, after encouraging you to do a whole bunch of this F stuff, they'll always throw it in your face afterwards. Well, you used to do. And they never remember, they never tell the truth of how they were a big influence in how you viewed actions, how you viewed certain things when you're asking advice. They never really took responsibility that they gave poor advice. So yeah, if they're always giving you some bad advice, That's not your friend. Period, point blank. And lastly, they never intentionally schedule any outings with you. If you're never able to get them in a space where you can see them in the physical, whether that's going for a bite to eat, whether that's movies, whether that's walking on the beach, whether that's getting your hair done, whether that's massages, whatever it is, they never want to intentionally put time and stick to the time that they have scheduled with you in order to keep that friendship alive. Relationships and friendships are one and the same, minus the romance. So you have to be very intentional. You have to continuously keep that spark alive and create memories and bonds with each other so it can stay strong and you guys can stay good and valuable friends. If they're not interested in doing that, and of course people are always busy and it's not going to be every day, but I bet you they want to see that dude every day. I bet you they want to see that ninja every single day. They want to talk on the phone with that ninja every day. But when it comes to you as a bestie, they got time for you once a month. No, that's not your friend. They want to kind of see you in passing. That's not your friend. They only want to call you up when they need something. That's not your friend. They should be willing to go out with you, eat with you, spend some alone time with you, and kind of get in a space where you guys can be vulnerable with each other. That's all what relationships and friendships are about. So definitely look out for those red flags. And now that you know who's your friend and who's not your friend, if you have discerned that one of the girls, they're not your friend, the best thing to do is cease communication very, very slowly. Make it to where it's not a problem because a lot of people are over dramatic. Kind of pull back slightly. Take a little bit longer to reply and then stop replying altogether. Don't unfollow them because people take that really seriously in 2024, but maybe mute their account. Maybe restrict their account so you don't see their messages. Limit the contact that you have, even with their friends, so they don't come up in conversation. Some people will definitely try to get you to plead the fifth when they realize some things are a little shaky and sketchy. And try to find some new friends as well. Sometimes we stay comfortable with our old friends because we don't have any new friends to talk to. And it's kind of scary to get out there and put yourself out there. And of course, it's very scary. We're nothing but big kids here on this earth. So we want to be in connection with people. But sometimes we have to find new connections and nurse those to health instead of focusing on the dying, withered ones from the past. And I think that is a very important thing. And if you want to talk about how to get more friends, I definitely want to do an outings video. As you can see, the stuff that I mentioned are kind of the things I want to do with my future bestie. So what do you guys like to do? How do you like to bond with your bestie? Do you have besties? Do you have a girl group? How do girls groups work for you? And I think that's all I have to say. Have you noticed someone who's really not your friend but likes to act like it? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This has been The Strategically Feminine here on YouTube. Stay holy, stay good people, read the word, spread the word, and I'll be back in my next video. Bye.